Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. It's a new week of comics. In my hands is one of those releases. It's Disaster Inc. number 3. The really kind of fascinating horror series from AfterShock Comics. It's written by Joe Harris, art by Sebastian Piriz. Carlos M. Mangual is the letterer. Alright, so for those who haven't experienced the first 2 issues of this series, so this is about disaster tourism, which is a thing that actually exists. The concept is you go into horrible zones, areas that you really shouldn't be exploring. The best example of this is Chernobyl has turned into kind of a tourist destination to see the impact of the abandoned area post meltdown and what that's done. So this is also dealing with a nuclear disaster, and this is the Fukushima disaster in Japan. And what the series is like this small group of, they're generally all kind of assholes, going into this space to explore and do their little yuppie tourist, exploration, look, whatever, vacation, however you want to call it. But what Harris does is really interesting, is kind of infuse this like ghost story into it all. Just like any kind of good horror story, members of the group are like slowly being picked off and dying, and we're slowly kind of learning why and what's behind this, and getting a better general sense as to what's going on. And Harris also delivers like a really interesting twist to this that kind of ups the stakes for everyone, which I thought was a nice small addition to everything. It's a really interesting concept. Like it takes this fairly unknown concept of idea of disaster tourism and mixes it with familiar horror. I guess story arc would be kind of the way. Like there is something, a force, whatever you want to call it, that is kind of hunting down this group and picking off one by one, it seems. So, like, that very, like, stereotypical horror story arc, which, again, not a bad thing at all. Like, it's familiar and been done a million times for a reason. So, it's good, because it hasn't kind of really tipped its hats as to exactly what's going on. It's teased everything just enough to keep it interesting, and made the characters just interesting enough that we kind of want to punch them all, but at the same time want to find out more, and at this also the same time like kind of cheering for some of them to bite it. Be honest, like I kind of look forward to some of them going choppy chop and going bye bye. The art is really cool. Like it's a nice style for this sort of story. It doesn't go too far into the horror aspects, and it just delivers enough shocking moments. For example, that final panel to really kind of keep you on your toes and catch you and put you on ease. So really great job overall. Like I like the coloring to it, the art style, the pacing, like the everything is really, really good. So yeah, like I am not necessarily the biggest horror fan, and I'm enjoying this. Like it's horror and kind of slasher without the over-the-top gratuitous violence. And when it does kind of get violent, it's not to that point where you're just like, you're distracted by how that person got offed. It's they got offed. So yeah, like this is a good one for fans of the horror genre, and Harris rocks when it comes to that. So yeah, like for 3 for 3. Like I've enjoyed every single issue so far. It's been really entertaining. Again, if you're into the horror genre, horror stories, go pick it up. It's out this week in comic shops. You can go get it. We've got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage. But doing that, you help support us, and some of them are comic shops, so you can support them as well. Speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with this review copy. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Now, if you are into comics, if you're into AfterShock, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.